Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing my love of words, which is why you're here, right? You love words, you love storytelling. The word courage to me, because it's defined as strong, powerful, it's a big word. It's used in big ways, right? We talk about soldiers with courage, people that fight the demons of addiction. That takes courage, right? When I was a child, I'm a child of the 70s, and I was raised by a father who was fresh from the fields of Vietnam. And some of the stories that he told about the guys that he served with were amazing. We're talking about kids from New Jersey that are 18 years old that have never left New Jersey, farm kids. So all these stories he told about courage changed my father, changed who he was, but he kept going, and he kept doing what he did, raising a family, loving his country. So that part of my childhood, the definition was a strong person, a soldier, maybe even somebody that lived on the Pioneer in the Western Plains, because we watched a lot of Westerns. My dad loved Westerns. So that was my image. One day we were watching a Western, and I asked my dad, I said, "Dad, do women have courage? Is this something women have?" He said, "Sure, baby, they have courage. Think about the women on the plains and the pioneers. They help their husbands." Okay, I went with that. I get in high school and I meet lots of kids, different than me, some like me, some from broken homes, some from homes that just are so sad that they don't want to be there. So I learned that there's kids that have courage my age as a young teenager. Then I go on and become an adult. And I thought courage was working a 60-hour week. Sure, that's courage. But then I found out, no, that's not courage at all. Courage is standing tall, telling the truth. Courage is fighting for what's right. Sometimes courage is being the only one that can stand up for something. Then I got older, and my father was in an accident. He was in an accident, and he had a traumatic brain injury, excuse me. That's hard to say because it's a big word too. But I saw in him the courage it took from not knowing his name, not knowing his family, to recognizing us, to realizing that while he was asleep, his parents had died. They had died years before, but with a traumatic brain injury, you don't know that. You wake up and everything's out of place. So I saw the man that taught me courage go through all these things. Some were easy, some were setbacks, but he kept going. So my idea about courage completely changed once again. And then I started noticing the courage that other people showed in different ways. And it made me realize there's so many different kinds of courage, so many examples, and that people every day display courage. Not only do they display it, but like my dad, who displayed courage coming back from his injury, they make an effect on other people around them. Because when you have courage and you show it, people are inspired by it. It's effective. It affects everybody, whether you know it or not. And I've gone through my life looking for the courage in people and to show them that no matter what it is, whether it's getting out of bed in the morning, that's your courage, or it's standing up for what's right and being the only one or the first one. And that's what courage is to me. So my definition has changed, and maybe yours can too. Thank you.